he's back fit, playing the game again.
And box kick into the cowsheds and back.
And what a box kick he's got.
I don't think, Tim, you might be able to tell me otherwise, because you love Ruggers a lot more than I do.
Ruggers.
I've never seen him get charged down. And I've played against Conor Murray a few times, and charge downs, amongst a few other things, was one of my specialities. And I analysed him quite a lot. Great hair. Great looking man, by the way.
Is that your analysis?
Yeah, that was my analysis. Very hard to charge down, and everyone speaks about it.
Him and Wigglesworth, probably the two best.
Yeah. Well, definitely they are.
I mean, Wigglesworth, how good's his box kick?
But Conor Murray, don't know. He might just be a little bit better. Wiggy's been charged down before.
Yeah,
it might have been once.
Conor Murray's the best box kicking 9 in the world.
Yeah, but it is close between him and Wiggy. But I have seen Wiggy charged down maybe once.
Yeah.
And it was around 2015, training at Old Albanians.
Oh, it was you. It was the starting team against the Shags, and you were skipper of the Shags.
Right, yeah.
But no, Munster, their intensity in defence, Munster's defence absolutely swallowed them up in everything they did. First 20 minutes, I was watching it going, this is going to be a hell of a ding-dong. Some of the hits that were going in, the intensity of ball carries, and then Munster just went,
here we go.
Turned up the notch a little bit in terms of their intensity. Gloucester fell away a bit, started making a few errors. And the bit of that, Cipriani's first game back, and them not all being on the same sort of hymn sheet as he is. But Munster were quite Carberry. Carvery? He's had a Toby Carvery.
He's had a Toby Carvery. Someone tweeted that, and actually I was like, actually, that's right. Every time I see Joey Carberry, I'm thinking Toby Carvery.
Yeah.
I mean, there are other places to eat roasts, dinners, but not all you can eat.
There are.
26 points, most by an opposition player at Kingsholm in the professional era.
Here we go. You blow my
Oh,
mind. Andy
really?
Rowe. Andy Rowe would never give us that.
Yeah.
He beat me in
How many did you get?
25.
Oh, there you go.
He's taking. No, I don't know. I mean, there was a bit of inexperience from Gloucester, so the kick through from Carberry, which was a delightful bit of skill, but Hudson's all over the shop at fullback. He sprinted up because they played the short play back down the short side. They're actually numbered up, which is why Carberry puts the kick through. But then Gloucester have got the extra defender because the fullbacks Hudson's tried to shoot up. Opens the space, brilliant bit of skill. But yeah, the intercept, the try he gets in the first half, he just read the plays and just controlled the game masterfully. And people are going, pick him for Ireland ahead of Sexton. Hold on a minute, just relax. And, talking about Ireland and 10s, Ross Byrne played really well for Leinster, and we might get into that a bit later. But Sexton's the man, but Carberry now, what it's done by him moving to Munster, it's allowed him to control a team and be the go-to guy. And as a 10, when you get given the reins, get the confidence of a quality team around you, and not someone that's just coming on when Sexton's not playing or injured or whatever, or hook him off with 20 minutes to go because we can put Sexton, wrap him in cotton wool and the game's won or whatever. Then everyone's looking at Carberry going, produce something, do something different. Now, it's his to run and rule the roost, and he was outstanding.
Can we talk about the ref or not? Roman Pratt.
Roman Pratt. Did you call him Roman Pratt?
Oh, did I? Sorry, it was a slip of the tongue.
Borat.
Seriously, mate.
No, you kick of the balls, penalty.
Again, it's so easy to sit here and judge and eat and burp and basically slob around and pass judgment, but you've got to say what you're seeing. And I'm seeing him that he's well below par.
Are you atting him for this?
No, not at all. Of course I'm not.
Not in the
Give
back.
Zero communication at the breakdown, which is the biggest part of the game of Ruggers. There's more contact situations. There's more rucks in the game than there are other facets. Line out, scrums, whatever. That is the most important part where there needs to be an understanding.
But that is a difference between the French refs and other refs, isn't it? They sort of say we're not your coach. We're not going to tell you what to do. Is that a cultural difference?
But this is the thing. There's so many different ways that you can look at a ruck, isn't there? In terms of how long you can be on the ball for. You look at Ty Burns' first turnover that he was pinged for in that game. He has turned the ball over there, and the Gloucester player, I don't know who the Gloucester player was, is holding on, and he's got it. And if you're a player, you're like, I've got the ball here, going to be a penalty for me for turning him over. And he gives the penalty to Gloucester for him holding on to the ball and not releasing. Now, if that's a closer game and it's 3 points in front of the sticks, you know, that's the difference, isn't it, in terms of making big decisions.
But is it a case of knowing your ref, knowing he's going to be like that, or is it? Do you think
No,
it's a case
mate.
that he's not good enough?
You do
No,
know that he's like that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
The issue is, now imagine you're Ty Burn and you're over the ball with your scrum cap on. There's a ruck. There's shouting and screaming. The fans are going wild.
Yeah.
You're sat there. You ain't got a clue where the ref's giving you the penalty. If he's not saying anything, if he goes, hands off, ball, it's a ruck, hands off, straight away, even if you think you're right, as a player, you're coached to whatever the ref says at a breakdown, follow his instructions, because if the ref says hands off ruck, don't matter whether you think you've won the ball or not, you've got to let go of it.
At least you know.
And then if you don't let go of it and he gives a penalty against you, then the coach goes, well, he said hands off ruck. But yeah, you're right. French refs don't do that. And this is where, we talk about the best referees in the world are the refs that are cool, calm, collected, communicate with the players in a way that's clear, concise, precise, and everyone gets what's happening. And
because the game, it's not an easy game, is it, to referee? We know that. You see the scrums, you see, the TMO coming in now, fans getting frustrated about that, and, the pundits and even the players. But the game of rugby is a detailed game. It's a complex game, and the referees, and they rightly or wrongly, and some wrongly, that they've been getting pelters when they shouldn't. But
pelters.
you look at situations like that, I think there needs to be some common ground. Breakdown. The regulations need to be that you need to help communicate with the players. You look at Wayne Barnes was in there, Luke Pearce, clearly Nigel Owens. These guys, the best referees in the world, they're not coaching the players. They're just saying, guys, it's hands off now. 2 seconds has gone.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hands off ruck.
We're favouring the attacking team. And you have that with refs. Some referees favour the attacking team. They penalise the attacker for not rolling away more than other referees. But to say nothing and just be like, jouer, I just don't think you can do that.
Yeah.